Marissa sat quietly in her parents' grand study, surrounded by dark walnut shelves lined with dusty volumes and the lingering scent of pipe smoke. Across from her, her father, Leonard Harrington, cleared his throat. Her mother, Vivian, sat poised, beside him like a statue carved in judgment. "We thought it best to speak to you face to face," Leonard began, sliding a sleek envelope across the table. "The manor, the investments, the summer retreat in Martha's Vineyard, it's all going to your brothers." Marissa's grip on the armrest of her chair tightened. "Why?" she asked, her voice low. Vivian adjusted the clasp of her diamond brooch. "You never fit into the mold. You left for corporate law when we expected you to manage the estate. You have no husband, no children, nothing to pass anything down to." Marissa's throat tightened, but she forced a polite smile. "So this is what I get for forging my own path?" "Not a punishment," Leonard replied. "Just a matter of logic." That night, as she drove home, Marissa clutched the steering wheel so hard her knuckles turned white. She had given them everything: her loyalty, her achievements, even her forgiveness for the years they'd made her feel small. And for what? To be tossed aside like some failed investment? No. This wasn't over. Her brothers, Charles and Henry, had never lifted a finger to earn what they were being handed. The manor, the vineyard, the stocks. These weren't just heirlooms. They were influence. And if they thought she would walk away quietly, they had grossly underestimated her. Over the next few months, Marissa executed her plan. First, she grew close to the family's longtime financial advisor. With subtle suggestions and quiet concern, she planted seeds of doubt, stories about Charles's reckless spending and Henry's failed ventures. The advisor, spooked, began reallocating assets. Next, she approached the vineyard staff, people long disgruntled under Leonard's authoritarian rule. After a few discreet conversations and some financial encouragement, they agreed to stage a walkout, timed perfectly to sabotage the annual investor showcase. The final stroke came when she made peace with Charles. Over drinks and faux apologies, she won back his trust. She even convinced him to greenlight a flashy but dangerous merger deal. The fallout was immediate. By the time Leonard and Vivian realized the scale of the damage, the vineyard was hemorrhaging money, the investment portfolio had tanked, and Henry had fled to Paris under a mountain of debt. As for Charles, his merger had imploded, leaving him broke and under investigation. Marissa waited until the family home was listed on the market. Then, and only then, did she return. Leonard sat alone in the fading light of the sitting room, foreclosure notice trembling. In his hands, Vivian clung to a lace handkerchief, her eyes red with disbelief. "Taking in the scenery?" Marissa asked, stepping inside. Leonard looked up, voice raspy. "You're enjoying this." Marissa placed a single key on the table. "I bought the estate this morning." Vivian's face crumpled. "You wouldn't." "I did," Marissa said, locking eyes with her father. "You were right. I'm not much for tradition, but I am practical." With that, she turned and walked away, leaving them behind, surrounded by the wreckage of their own making.